Hey, Dick.
He was worried about his students finding out his first day. What about us?
Hey, Dick. Hey, Dick Birchum.
Who? Mr. Birchum? Yes.
Having a meeting at 6:40 on the world-famous KROQ 106.7 KROQ. I guess it's time to take a few phone calls. Are you ready for that?
Oh, yeah.
It's time for Ask Dick.
Mr. Birchum, show me your lathe. Repair my plumbing so that I can bathe. Pull out your hammer and give it a whack. When you bend over, I can see your butt crack. Mr. Birchum, hang my drywall. When I remodel, it's you that I call. Oh, king of wood, show me your tool. Mr. Birchum, make me a stool.
Let's start with Adam. Good morning, Adam.
Yeah.
Hi there. Ask Mr. Birchum.
Hello there. Can I call you Dick?
Sure, go ahead.
Why not?
All right.
Yeah.
Dick.
If I can call you Snatchhead.
Mr. B.
All right. So I'm over here in Studio City and live in a two-bedroom or a two-floor apartment, and I want to make the bottom floor into a swimming pool because it's a little warm outside. How would I go about that?
Right. Now, I'm assuming this is a hypothetical question, you bonehead?
Actually, no. I'm currently planning it, and I just need to know how to make sure the water doesn't all leak to the bottom floor.
Right. So the sign out front on the for rent sign says no pets, but it didn't say anything about starting swimming pools, right?
It didn't say anything about no pools in the lease.
All right. Well, listen. Here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna Who are you? Hugh Hefner? What the hell's going on over there?
He's going to have quite the pad.
You got to get yourself a little bobcat. You know what a bobcat is?
Sure.
It's one of those little mini little
backhoe thing.
backhoe things. Right. You got to dig it with that. You got to bust through the slab. You got to get yourself a 90-pound jack with a Ingersoll Rand compressor and bust up that slab. Then use the bobcat, dig the hole out, use some number 4 rebar in there, and then spray it with gunite. Then towel it smooth.
Gunite.
Yeah.
Okay, and what am I going to use as a liner?
What are you going to use? Oh, you got to use plaster.
Plaster.
And use really bad, ugly blue tile for the coping tile. There's some sort of law.
How much water am I going to need?
The hell do I know how much water you're going to need?
Is that how big you make the pool?
This Mr. Hypothetical over here.
All right, Dick. Well, thanks for your...
Thanks for the call, Adam. See, why couldn't you have a reasonable name like Adam? Why does it have to be Dick?
Jay, good morning. Ask Mr. Birchum.
Hey, Mr. B, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, I have it's actually a barbecue, and it's not like your regular barbecue, like a stand-up one. It's one that's built inside of I'd say like an enclosure outside, and it's got a lot of rust on it. It's like at the top is like, I don't know, you want to call it iron or something, and it's a really heavy metal, and I want to find out what would take rust off of it. Like
All right. Jay.
Yes.
Jay, you're spending way too much time thinking about the barbecue. You're obsessed with the Q. Do you have a life outside of barbecuing?
Yeah, I do.
Girlfriend?
Of course.
All right, because I suggest you need to diversify is what you need to do, Jay. You're focused too much on the barbecue, and that's going to force you to kill.
This is actually for the girlfriend.
Oh, really? All right. Well, that's something. You're going to get some? You mean, you put some shrimp on there, and you get her all hopped up there? And
Exactly.
all right, here's what you need to do. You need to use like a wire brush and maybe some navel jelly. Now, that's not the stuff that collects after a hot nap.
All right.
Navel jelly is something that's used for stripping.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
of
about.
course,
You
yeah.
can find it at the store. You brush it on, and then you let it dry. Then you hit it with the wire brush, and you clean it all up real good. And then if you want to paint it, you got to go with that high temp stuff.
Cool.
The stuff they use to paint exhaust manifolds.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You can get it at the auto parts store. They also have barbecue paint too.
All right.
But make sure you take the meat off before you paint it.
All righty.
All right, Jay.
Thank you,
Thanks
Jay.
for the call.
All righty.
All right, let's move along to Dan. Dan, ask Dick.
Hey, how you doing, Dick?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a problem with my plumbing in my house here. I have a plug drain, and whoever put the plumbing in this house put improper tees in the drainage, so I'm having a hard time getting a snake down there. I was wondering if you could help me out.
Wait, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get an erection. Drain's clogged up. He's got something stuffed in his trap. He's whipped his snake out. What the hell's going on here? It's like one of these movies here. Now, you said the guy who plumbed the house stuffed some cheese in there?
No, he's got improper tees, so I'm having a hard time getting the snake in there.
Oh, you're talking about, when you say T, you mean, okay. I thought you were talking about angle stops for a minute there. You can't get the snake down in there. Why don't you try dropping the snake down through the roof vent?
Okay.
He sounded like he absorbed that fully. You know, there's a vent. All right, here's how plumbing works. There's the trap, right? That trap is that that U-shaped device. It's under the sink. That's so the smell doesn't come back up from the sewer and up through the sink there.
Right.
There has to be, in order for it to drain properly, not to have a vacuum, there has to be a vent pipe. That goes straight up. You know when you go in an apartment, you see those pipes sticking up through there?
Right.
That's a vent pipe.
None of us know what you're talking about. Let's
Feel
move
free
on.
to urinate in that pipe. I know I do.
Thank you, Dan.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, we got time for one more. This would be Chris. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Dickie.
All right. Well, coming from you, it sounds okay. Say that again, sweetie.
How you doing?
What's your name?
My name is Chris.
Oh, Chris. All right.
And as a starving student, the only affordable bed that I could find was a futon.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm having problems with replacing the boards.
Right.
And I was hoping you could recommend a very hard board so I wouldn't have to replace
You're on a futon? Where do you live? What city? What? Seriously?
in Claremont.
Claremont. The wisdom of the Orient brought to Claremont. Nothing better than those futons, is there? The beauty of the futon is you can hump in any room with a futon. You just fold it up, stuff it under your arm like an attaché case. Tonight we'll be in the kitchen. Tomorrow the roof of the garage. Endless possibilities.
How futon will travel?
Yeah.
Certainly. Now, you say one of the boards broke?
Yes.
You know, what was going on there that would cause, the type of stress on a board like that?
Well, if you'd like to come over, I'll show you.
Oh, really? Well, I'll tell you what you could do is describe it to me. That way I could get sort of a head start. That way when I showed up, I was primed, so to speak.
Well, in all honesty, you stand anywhere near the edge and it breaks.
All right, so you're...
That was a mood killer.
Man, did you take the wind out of the sail of that story.
getting hit with a bucket of ice water and a picture of your grandparents all at the same time, wasn't it? For Christ's sake, Chris!
We have no more interest in this call now.
Chris, you got to learn to play along when you're calling in.
When you hear that sax music, that means it's time to just dive in.
All right, so she sat on the edge of the bed or
She was
something.
standing next to it, getting some dental work done, while the singing nun was playing in the background,
And it just collapsed.
and the smell of the rendering plant was blowing in through the window. For Christ's sake, Chris! All right, you replace it with pine, 1x3, number 2 pine. It's
Well,
the
but that's
cheapest
what
and
it has-
easiest.
That's what it has now. And the actual replacement of it isn't going to be difficult. I mean, any Kevin and Bean could do it. It's the actual wood itself.
All right, you want to go with something? You want to go with something stronger?
Yes.
Kevlar reinforced titanium, okay? Go down to Northrop, tell the engineers there that you got a $10 futon that you want to make indestructible. Listen, quit kicking the side of the freaking futon! Would you lie on it like a human being?
I'm an animal.
My goodness, why don't you reinforce every part in the house? Just quit screwing with it, for Christ's sake.
Thank you, Chris.
Very much.
All
Thanks
right.
for the call.
Bye now.
Well, you took care of that one, Mr. Bertram.
She took care of me.
You
All
have
right,
a way.
we will. We'll see you again later.
Yeah.
Well, we had a message on America Online that asked what is Mr. Bertram's first name, and of course we have been trying to keep it quiet, but he mentioned it today on the air, so hey.
I am putting
All's
a
fair.
bounty on the head of that mofo.
Now, your problem, of course, Mr. Bertram, is that that's as a matter of respect, it's not something you want the kids to know. I mean, when you go back to school.
Not too late, I'd say.
I wouldn't
I'd
want
say tell all your friends. It's too late. His name is Dick. Dick.
That's right. Okay, that's right. I'm packing up. I'm going to be teaching in Iowa Unified next week.
They have phones. We can get the word to them, too. 8:40, you ready for some phone calls?
Yeah.
Time for Ask Dick.
Mr. Birchum, show me your lathe. Repair my plumbing so that I can bathe. Pull out your hammer and give it a whack. When you bend over, I can see your butt crack. Mr. Birchum, hang my drywall. When I remodel, it's you that I call. Oh, king of wood, show me your tool. Mr. Birchum, make me a stool.
You know, when Mr. Bertram was a kid, he asked his dad, Dad, should I smoke? And his dad said, No, Dick. All right, let's take some phone calls.
Smoke, no dick. That's my policy.
Sylvia, hello.
Hello.
Hi there. Ask Dick.
Okay. Oh, God of wood, I need your help.
That's more like it.
Well, I have an old picture frame that's been in my family for many years, and now it's starting to fall apart, and you can see, where they, tried to repair it.
Right, where the duct tape goes across your grandma's face.
No, it's not duct tape. It's been like puttied and like nailed.
All right, because if you pull it off real fast, her mustache will come off with it. Listen.
Italian.
All right,
That's
listen,
good.
Sylvia. Let me just tell you something here, and guys, you back me up on this. Women love frames.
Yes.
They love picture frames
correct.
with nothing in them. You ever go to the store with your old lady and you're walking around and, oh, wait a minute, here's some frames. Look at that frame. That frame's really something. You could give a rat's ass about frames. Guys don't care about frames.
That's right.
Women spend a lifetime following frames.
If you got a photo or a picture you like, if you're a guy, you can honestly put it up with a thumbtack, and it's the same to you as if it's in a nice frame.
It's more picture because you don't lose the quarter inch on the on the border that was being knocked off by the frame.
But Sylvia would like to fix her frame.
All right, well
Because
listen.
this picture frame's been in my family for many of years.
Well, we can't live in the past now, can we, Sylvia? Listen.
It's a very, very old.
All right. It's against my better judgment, but the corners are 45 degrees, right? They've been cut at a 45. Two of them make a 90.
Yeah.
You need to repair that, right?
Yes.
You got a pin nailer?
I can get some.
Of course she's
You
got a
could.
pin nailer.
All right, listen. Here's the deal. It's going to be real hard to hold the frame steady while you take brad nails and nail it in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Try gluing it and clamping it if you can. If you want to just use like an encyclopedia and press that up against your jugs or something and use that as you may have to hold it overnight, but you're going to have to make some sort of clamping system.
Okay.
And you know what else you should do? Make sure it's square. Make sure the joints are tight.
Okay.
I know mine is. All right.
Good luck.
Let's move on.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling. Let's move along to Jamie. Good morning, Jamie. Ask Dick.
Hi, Mr. Birchum.
Yeah.
I just wanted to call and say thank you because last week I called up and you helped me change the batteries in my vibrator.
Oh, I gotta tell you honestly, Jamie, I'm a little confused because we had a lot of calls. Someone called in, they have a problem with their Patriot. The other one had a problem with Doc Johnson's voodoo stick, the intruder, the gypsy queen, the praying mantis, the widower maker, Burl Ives walking stick, the liberator, the polecat. There was problems with all different makes and models going on last weekend, so I'm not sure. What was the name of yours?
Mine didn't have a name, but I'll call it Dick from now on.
Call it Dick.
You know, I'm not surprised.
Boy, the sting is gone, fellas. I feel so much better. Let's call it Dick, all right? What's the problem with it? You just want to thank me?
I just wanted to thank you. And I wanted to find out when you guys are having another singles party.
Soon. We're planning one now.
We have, we've had a bunch of ideas on how and when to do it, so we're kind of still working on behind the scenes.
Yeah, because me and like 3 of my friends just dumped our boyfriends, and we're all running around.
Who needs a boyfriend? You've got Dick.
All right. They triple teamed Dick the other night.
Wow.
We will let you know. We are working on that behind the scenes.
Okay, thank
Thank you, Jamie.
Thanks for the
Bye.
call.
Talk
Bye
to you
now.
later.
Well, that's the kind of positive, feel-good type of calls I enjoy. That's what makes it all worthwhile.
Daniel in Fontana. Ask Dick.
Hi, Mr. Birchum.
Yeah,
I need to know how to build a swamp cooler.
right. Why?
I want a swamp cooler.
Swamp coolers are horrible.
What is a swamp cooler, Dick?
A swamp cooler is a poor man's air conditioner. It's air conditioning for white trash.
And they put it on the roof and they have water running down through it and it always breaks.
Right. It always breaks, and all it does is transfer it makes humidity.
Right.
And it's like Calcutta in the house. It's 2 degrees. It's 2 degrees cooler, but the humidity factor is 140%. You can actually you can start a chia pet farm in there. You can grow pot on your sofa. You understand me? You will wake up with moss on your crotch.
So the answer is no. Mr. Birchum
I
cannot
will not
you.
help you with that. Go to frickin' Woolworth and buy yourself a $300 window mount unit and shove it in there.
You want to pay for it?
Thank you for the call, sir. See you later.
I like chia pet.
Michael,
Yes.
ask Dick.
I got a problem with my bathroom wall.
Right?
Just scraped off all of the... Well, actually, this is interesting. I had wallpaper of naked women on it.
Really?
Actually, well, topless women. They were all the same.
Oh, all right. That's different. When women see that, they view it as totally different than a totally nude woman. Am I right?
Right. It was a topless woman, you know.
All right.
All right. That's classy.
So anyways, I peeled it off, as much as I didn't want to, but I did, and most of it's drywall, except one big part, I'm looking at it right now, is all wood, and a lot of it's got the glue on there, and it's really tough to take that stuff off.
You have your drywall, there's drywall in the bathroom on the wall, but there's a spot of wood.
There's like one side of the wall is wood, the other side is all drywall.
Uh-huh. Is it like a paneling or is it like a sheer wall? Is it plywood?
It's like plywood. It's crap.
Yeah, and it's really clinging to that.
Right.
And it's vinyl. Am I right?
Vinyl.
The wallpapering is vinyl. Otherwise, they wouldn't put paper wallpaper in the bathroom.
Right. Yes.
Neither of you know what the
feel
problem
really
is.
good about that answer. Listen, you can spray it down. You got to try saturating it with vinegar.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then peel it off, and use a broad knife and scrape it off. What are you gonna do? Paint
I
it?
peeled it off.
Are you gonna paint it?
That's not the problem.
What?
The problem is it smells like the wood's rotting or something like that.
Well, I think the vinegar will take care of that smell.
Yeah, get a potpourri basket. Call it a day.
Turn on the fart fan.
Thank you for calling. One more call.
By the way, we need a fart fan, and I don't know if any kind of building management or maintenance listens to this show, but we need a fart fan in that bathroom.
Well, we have the dock factor, I know.
That takes up the whole... Everyone on the floor uses that bathroom, and every time I go in there, someone's done some damage, and it's bad.
I'm not sure
Put a
what...
fart fan in there, or I'm going to sue for punitive damages.
The listeners don't need all of those details, all right, Mr. Birchum?
Steve in Venice, go ahead.
Hey, what's up? Dick,
Yeah.
Dick, I got a question.
Yeah.
Not a question, a comment, so much. You were on Loveline the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I totally enjoyed what you had to say to that girl who, she had a problem where she was abused as a child or something like that.
Right.
And then she was with her boyfriend, and you gave her the advice.
Let me just take a moment here and explain the other side that is Mr. Birchum. Because he's more than wood, am I right?
Sure.
For Christ's sake, can't you people even fake it once in a while? I gave her a legitimate answer. I got on Loveline. I put aside the wood. I took off the tool bags. I dropped the dungarees. I dusted off the sawdust.
Yeah.
And I coped rationally and maturely with the problems of the male and broad listeners in a very mature manner.
Do you think you helped? Did it sound like he helped her, Steve?
Yeah, well, you see, he told her that if she doesn't get down, right? Talk to her boyfriend about the problem. They're going to end up fighting about the refrigerator being open. I believe that was your analogy.
Which I cited as just an example. You're confusing the listeners now, Steve. Enough with you.
All right, Dick, why don't you explain just exactly how proud you are of yourself, and then we'll move on.
I'm just saying I wear many hats.
Yeah.
And on that particular night, I was wearing a yarmulke. I don't know what that meant.
Thank you, Steve.
We got to go.
On that note, we're going to end.
You know, if you want to hear more of Mr. Birchum, his program is on Saturday mornings 8 to 10. If you want to tune in to find out more about what he likes about himself, then that's the time and the station to do it on.
More what I hate about beans.
That's right. Thank you,
Dick.
Mr. B.
Yeah.
All right.